Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the best Ryzen 9 5950X graphics cards in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 10 best picks, and we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best Ryzen 9 5950X graphics cards. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Sapphire NITRO plus AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. RX 6900 XT is the best consumer graphics card from AMD. It delivers stunning performance and the latest technologies from Team Red like ray tracing, fidelity, anti-lag, etc. So, buying the Sapphire NITRO plus AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT allows you to enjoy the best technologies from AMD. When you combine it with one of the best CPUs from AMD, you are sure to get solid performance and a top-notch 4 gaming experience. The GPU measures 310 in length and has a black and silver color scheme with ARB lighting. You get ARB on the front logo along with a lighting strip and also on the fans. They look pretty awesome. The good thing is, you can control the lighting via your motherboard software. The fans have a V-shaped fin design which helps to cool down the powerful GPU rapidly. Speaking of power, the Sapphire NITRO plus AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT needs a minimum of 850 PSU with two 8-pin connectors. So make sure you have a beefy PSU. Therefore, if you want a top-performing 4 gaming GPU that runs cool and has a nice-looking ARB lighting, go for the Sapphire NITRO plus AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. But if you're looking for 4 gaming along with the best ray tracing performance, take a look at the GIGABYTE AORUS GeForce RTX 3090 Master 24. Moving on to the next at number 2 with GIGABYTE AORUS GeForce RTX 3090 Master 24. The raw performance that the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3090 delivers is mind-blowing. No other GPU can rival it in the same price segment. Moreover, Nvidia added great technologies like ray tracing, DLSS, which offers stunning graphics with real-life shadow rendering and high-resolution output. Needless to say, if you want to have the best experience of 4 gaming with ray tracing turned on, look no further. GIGABYTE adds some excellent features to the GIGABYTE AORUS GeForce RTX 3090 Master 24. The LCD Edge view allows you to get a small LCD at the front. You can display PC metrics, custom images, text, and even GIFs. Moreover, the build quality is pretty solid here. The black-colored GPU has a metal backplate with vents in it for the optimal cooling solution. If you like RGB, you'd be even more pleased by the GIGABYTE AORUS GeForce RTX 3090 Master 24. It offers gorgeous ARB lighting in all possible places. To customize the RGB, you can use RGB Fusion 2.0 software. The GPU is 390 in length and needs a minimum 750 PSU to run. As you can guess, the GIGABYTE AORUS GeForce RTX 3090 Master 24 is a pretty hefty GPU with all the cooling needed for such high performance. So make sure you have enough clearance, and you're good to go. Also, such high performance comes at a high price. So if you want ray tracing at a more reasonable budget, take a look at EVGA GeForce RTX 3080 XC3 Ultra Gaming. The number 3 position is held by EVGA GeForce RTX 3070 XC3 Black Gaming. The Nvidia RTX 3070 brings a lot for gamers. First, it gives gamers the ability to play games at 1440 with high FPS at a significantly lower price. Not only that, it allows gamers to enjoy the ray tracing and DLSS benefits also. So for those who want the ray tracing experience at a budget price, the RTX 3070 is the perfect GPU. The RGB on the black-colored GPU looks pretty. But I wish EVGA included a metal backplate for the best durability. You also get higher frequencies than the reference model and the X3 cooling technology to cool things down efficiently. However, the GPU is not hefty as some other ones on the list. It is a 2.2 slot high GPU with 285 in length. 650 or greater PSU is required to power things up correctly. Overall, the EVGA GeForce RTX 3070 XC3 Black Gaming is a top-class option if you're a budget gamer who wants to experience ray tracing. But the GPU is produced mainly for 1008 and 1440 gaming. It's not enough for a 4 resolution. So, if you prefer getting a 4 gaming card, consider the EVGA GeForce RTX 3080 XC3 Ultra Gaming. Next at number 4 we have ASUS TUF Gaming GeForce RTX 3070 AUK Edition. As I mentioned above, the RTX 3070 offers significant graphics performance for the price. Also, it delivers all the latest technologies like ray tracing and DLSS. ASUS takes the value to a whole new level in the ASUS TUF Gaming GeForce RTX 3070 AORUS edition. It offers a high factory overclock where you get up to 1845 MHz boost clock. It's significantly higher than other RTX 3070 cards. At such a high overclock, it generates a lot of heat. To cool things down, ASUS implemented the axial tack fan design with more fins and high static pressure. It allows for rapid cooling of the GPU for increased performance. Despite such cooling, the fans don't produce much noise, and the GPU overall generates very low noise. So you get extra performance at low noise and low temperatures, which is incredible. The build quality you get here is amazingly rigid. The black color GPU has a brushed aluminum texture. It has Arcbond the logo, which you can customize using the AORUS Sync software. Moreover, to tweak performance or change profiles, you can use the GPU Tweak Roman 2 software. However, it's not the most polished software around. The number 5 position is held by Nvidia GeForce RTX 3090. The GeForce RTX 3090 is a major vicious GPU, BF GPU with Titan class results. It's propelled by Ampere Nvidia's 2nd Gen RTX architecture, doubling down on ray tracing and AI efficiency with improved ray tracing, RT cores, tensor cores, and digital streaming multiprocessing. Plus, it includes a whopping 24 GB of G6 memory, all to offer supreme gaming performance. Nvidia DLSS is a pioneering AI renderer, allowing uncompromising image clarity with the use of GeForce RTX's optimized AI processor Tensor Core. It helps you to pick up configurations and resolutions to create an amazing visual effect. Gaming has come with AI movement. This would also be the first instance Nvidia has released a Titan-level card to third-party GPU manufacturers such as MSI, ASUS, and Zodiac, which implies that certain models of the RTX 3090 can be assumed to be considerably pricier. The number 6 position is dominated by AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT graphics. In an effort to match Nvidia's RTX 3090, AMD came up with a powerhouse of itself, and that's the RX 6900 XT. For professionals seeking the best specifications, this GPU is equipped as a high-end product. While the 6900 XT is undoubtedly amazing, it seems not much further than the 6800 XT. It has the same frequencies for clocks, memory, and might. The distinction occurs in the number of higher stream processors and the number of higher processor cores. The RX 6900 XT focuses on the layout of the RDNA 2 that enables the card to operate more effectively. Its per watt output is much better than we've seen in AMD G+ of the prior era. Furthermore, the several feature enhancements, such as Smart System Memory and Radeon Enhanced, along with the huge 128 in cache, accommodate for the 16 GDDR6 memory of the 6900. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080. The Ryzen 9 5950X is an efficient CPU and is equally GPU-worthy. The RTX 3080, Nvidia's model, could be one of the best options for this processor. Its quality is not that far from the 3090, despite numerous notable exceptions, and it is definitely more economical. The 3080 offers, after all, more than the 2080 Ti does and charges the least. That in itself will lead to an overestimation of the success and popularity of this GPU. Despite the high quantity of CUDA cores, clock frequency rates, and fast GDDR6 memory that is a definite upgrade from the GDDR6 memory, the RTX 3080 is supportive of 4 gaming as well. In addition, it needs less energy than the RTX 3090, so it's supposed to be a really simpler task to identify the perfect PSU, however, according to your target. The RTX 3080 also gains from the very same software enhancements we see with the RTX 3090, particularly RTX-I/O. Although these incredible technological features come in an inexpensive bundle, the RTX 3080 also benefits from the very same performance improvements we see with the RTX 3090, especially RTX-I/O. This GPU's layout paired with a next-gen CPU like the Ryzen 9 5950X means a prospective PC build that can accommodate 4 configurations as well as intense rendering workflow. Without reducing fan ambience, the new dual-axial flow-through thermal design provides the greatest potential thermal efficiency. For a smoother and cooler gaming scheme, the flow-by-thermal design strengthens the natural air movement in the frame. The number 8 position is held by AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics. A competitor to Nvidia's RTX 3080, the RX 6800 XT follows with the unveiling of AMD's new RX 6000 sequence. This 16 beast is equipped to be an economic option for 4 gaming, considering the high boost clock frequency reaching up to 2250 MHz. Even so, AMD opted to go with the slower and less power-hungry GDDR6 rather than GDDR6 as Nvidia did, given the increased upgrade clock and memory. But this is not a big downside, since to substitute, the RX 6800 XT offers a spectacular 128 in cache. In addition, as is custom, AMD marginally disregards Nvidia's opposing RTX 3080 by a marginal amount. But that doesn't really lead to lesser issues that come with it. In reality, AMD is eventually adding its own services for ray tracing, as well as smart access memory, to boost graphics efficiency by reducing response time. The 6000 series tends to be on a level with the RTX 3000 series, but to arrive at a sensible conclusion, there are not enough benchmarks and authentic similarities. In addition, AMD introduced another fascinating function, specifically Radeon Boost, which enhances in-game output constructively by downscaling the rendered level immediately throughout camera motion and then upscaling it back when the player is inactive. In other terms, when switching this function on, we can see a profound impact on frame rates, but it's probably going to be dependent on each game. The very next-gen 6800 XT is perfect when combined with the Ryzen 9 5950X if you're really into 4 gameplay and if you'd like to take control of AMD's hardware enhancements. Next at number 9 we have NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. The RTX 3070 is NVIDIA's budget-friendly next-gen GPU, designed to replace the RTX 2080 Ti at a reasonable expense. Among 1008 and 1440 gamers, this feature itself renders it famous. The 3070 is therefore good enough to run games at forked displays, although some of them do not exceed 60 FPS at extremely high levels, and PCI Express 4.0 support is also included. It still beats its competitor, the RTX 2070, even if it isn't as effective as the 3080, and is perspective due to all the next-gen improvements it arrives with. Nvidia equipped the 3070, speaking of specifications, with much the same additional features as the larger and more costly GPUs in the sequence. It arrives with enhanced ray tracing, meta sampling, RTXi/O, as well as functions that, like Nvidia Broadcast, are versatile outside of gameplay. Overall, for gamers who don't believe much regarding fork configurations and who just want to have a stable device for the next few years, the RTX 3070 is among the best options. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. The newest flagship graphics card from Nvidia is a breakthrough in authenticity and consistency in gaming. It is the world's supreme gaming GPU with its strong Nvidia Turing GPU architecture, revolutionary innovations, and 11-bit next-gen, ultra-fast GDDR6 memory. The Turing GPU framework and the all-new RTX design drive the GeForce RTX TM graphics cards. This offers you up to 60 output of graphics cards from previous generations and introduces to gaming the ability of authentic ray tracing and AI. The GeForce RTX 2080 Ti Founders Edition manufacturer underclock graphics card introduces a next-gen 13-phase power supply for full overclocking and dual-axial 13-blade fans combined with the latest insanely and quiet output vapor compartment. The new benchmark for next-gen gaming is DirectX 12 Supreme, bringing them to an entirely new level of complexity and efficiency with ray tracing, per-payment shading, mesh shaders, and much more. You'll be set for the most competitive and visually challenging PC games with GeForce RTX. A specific hardware interface for GeForce RTX 2080 Ti enables the potential to act and transmit with exceptional quality at the same time. For your popular streaming platforms, RTX graphics cards are designed to include your live stream with optimum output. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.